My brothers, the message of Islam is so simple and yet so hard sometimes. It's hard because we make it hard. It's hard because we're so clouded by years and years of losing. And by losing, I mean following things that have no meaning or reality. We send our brightest kids to universities to cloud their minds from basic common sense. They learn economics and they don't understand poverty. They learn agriculture and they can't end hunger. They learn medicine and everybody is sick. And we sit back and we look at these results and we say, what we need to do is do more of it. This is a definition of insanity. We have people who work in banks and yet our entire people, our masses of our people are poor. We graduate more doctors than anyone else. Our healthcare system is in a shambles everywhere in the world. Isn't it time that all these people who are so obsessed with outcomes looked at the outcomes that not following Islam has created? What has it brought us? Where have we gotten? Where have the people who have sold the most oil in the world, what have they done? What have they got to show for it? By any definition. Are they healthier? Are they fitter? Is there more respected in the world? Do they have a better equal standard of living for people? Have they invented things that people can't live without? Where has all this so-called education and degrees gotten our community? Do we write things that people can't live without? Do we have penetrating insights that people revere? Or are our thoughts buried underneath the latest Britney Spears song in terms of relevance? What have we got to show for our level of accountability when that accountability has been to something other than Islam? And my answer to you is nothing. Now I will tell you something different. What have the people shown who are accountable to something else? We remember today people like Tariq bin Ziyad. We remember Muhammad bin Qasim. We remember Abu Bakr Siddiq. We remember these people as they're walking in this masjid even today. And you know why? Because they were about something. They were real. And we know they were real because every good person that we know who reflects their actions teaches us that they are real. This deen spread. This deen only lives because every day somebody got up and said, I want to be like him. I don't know why he's honest. I don't know why he's fair. I don't know why he doesn't beat his wife. I don't know why he dresses less well than the people all around him. I don't know why nobody has anything to fear from his tongue, his hand, or his heart. But I want to know because I want to be like that. People who didn't speak the language of the first Muslims wanted to be like them because they saw the light reflected from their faces, the light of kindness and justice and purity and honesty and honor. A man will take a beating for half his life to arrive at some form of dignity for his person. Because all of us live in cages, cages imposed on us by people who would say that we could be less than what we are. We stand in the company of greatness. We stand as successors to the finest men who have ever lived and who will ever live. We stand with the evidence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a book that tells us things that when we read them over and over again, we know to be true. And all we have to do is be accountable for that. All we have to do is go home every night and look in the mirror and ask ourselves, what did we do for you today, Ya Allah? After 5 to 7 days of asking this question, you will do more. It is inevitable. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, he who takes 1 step towards him, I take 10 steps towards him in the other direction. Paraphrasing, Allah forgive my error. But this is the idea. This is the point. This is why you're alive. You want your children to respect you. You want your wife to love you. You want your colleagues to treat you in a certain way. Then you have to be the person that the Quran is asking you to be. You have to be accountable to yourself, to the community, to your job, to your work, to your destiny, to all of the major things in life that you stop thinking about while you dabble in minor things. I remind myself and then you that the message of this deen is to be accountable. I remind myself and then you that there is no dignity except that conferred by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I remind myself and then you that those who follow paths other than Islam, especially when they say they are Muslim, have experienced nothing but defeat and humiliation. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy on us.